and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and I'm sitting on a book. I don't know, you know those days where you're too lazy to just clean up, so you just sit on your stuff? Well, yeah, so let's start. Eagle. Ooh. Shaman, oh yeah, the encounter. Wildness. Ooh, yes, baby. That's good. Okay, let's pull some more. Oh, yeah. The brown star. Oh, pet. Oh, there's someone watching, I guess. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, layers. Huh. Okay, this was like this, right? Yeah, when it came out, so I leave it like that because this is significant for this reading. So, I think what happened was the eagle met the shaman. And for me, this is you. So something happened where you were looking forward to something really badly, like for a long time, and you got noticed by the shaman, and because of your similarities, if you look at the 3 feathers, he saw them in you, right? He saw them, and he connected the dots. And he saw that you also have fur, you know, with the moon. He saw that. He noticed you, you know, and also your wildness, right? It's what happened, and or what is about to happen. That the shaman is noticing you, or noticed. Yeah, I think it already happened, right? For me, it's hard to sometimes speak. In the right time zone, so to say, in the right time zone. I'm totally wrecked. Because I'm sometimes getting stories which appear a little bit more in the past, but for you they could still be in the future, right? So for me, you know, because if you tell a story, usually it's a bit in the past, and today I'm really getting a story. So I'm telling it the way it comes out of my mouth, but if it's for you in the future, feel free to, you know, translate. Okay, so what happened is you were looking forward to meet the shaman, but the shaman seems to be someone who is not easily accessible, not easily, you know. It could be some sort of distance is in between you and the shaman. And when you witness the shaman, it could be also from a distance. You immediately also saw the connection, right? The similarities and everything. You know, it could be a person, right? A literal person that also, you know, the shaman always reminds me of an ancient soul connection. So someone that you encountered somehow from a distance. It could be in person from a distance, you know, a big distance between you, maybe also online. Could be anything, you know. Maybe the shaman is someone who is a bit more popular. Could be. But you got witnessed by the shaman, and for very specific traits. I'm getting those drums that you use in the you know, that some tribes would use, right? So that's something maybe for you, and also because of the eyes, you know. So the shaman witnessed you, and you noticed him noticing you. And that was significant for you, especially. Because I think the shaman is someone, if you would compare the shaman is a very mystical creature, manifesting life. The shaman is also spiritually very evolved, because the shaman, I think, has never lost his roots, or his spiritual connection as much as you did at some point. And this is not a bad thing, it's this, when life throws you into circumstances and you need to find your way to yourself again. That's a journey to have, and you are on it. I'm seeing it, but this is a very special moment, because this, because it's an honor to be noticed by the shaman. For you, especially because you notice the shaman, you can read him. Like the dots, connecting the dots and everything. And there was a lot of stuff going on in between you. And the main connection is the wilderness. So, the wildness, it's this nature, ancient connection, where you are totally unconscious of expressing yourself. And I think he noticed you because you are that, or he sees that in you, but he also sees that there are some layers underneath, like that with the layer card, it's this, he noticed your weird banana self. That's the weird banana, but for me today, this, because you cannot really tell if that this is actually a banana, I think that's special, because you seeing him seeing you did something to you, because this is hidden, this part is something that you don't really show a lot of people, or that you were never confident enough to share. Your wildness, your unconscious self, your rhythm, right? Because it takes a lot of courage to lose the restrictions and to be free, right? And you just did it somehow in front of him. It could be that you were in a crowd and the shaman was seeing you there. And he saw through the layers, but he also, I think he didn't expect that from you, because it's hidden from you, When you look at the shaman, he's wearing it, he's wearing it just like that. And I think, so if you look at the feathers, they are tied to his appearance, right? They are tied, they are always there, right? It's nothing he ever puts away, but she puts her feathers away at times, mainly because why, actually? I think that's what you notice. It's like, why am I actually putting away my feathers? They should dangle around my fur too, right? Why do I hide them? And I think this made you uncomfortable. Not that he saw you. That's what that's exactly what you wanted, but it made you uncomfortable, and even sad that you notice that you put your feathers away most of the times. And if you look at them, those feathers, they, if the wind comes, they are just with it, right? They never go away. They are always in the wind, right? There's no resistance here, because they are there, right? But if you imagine wind coming next to this to those feathers, they are easily thrown away. And, you know, they could maybe even break, or just, you know, the wind that comes against the headband, you know, it just causes something to, it causes resistance. Those feathers, if they would dangle around somewhere, they could flow more easily, you know, if they were integrated. It's, I'm also getting this when guys try to experience a pregnancy belly, and they just put a watermelon there and you know, on their belly, you know, with a, I don't know, tape or whatnot. They just tape it on there. Those videos online, that's what I'm also getting. It's this unnatural weight. And this is also not very, it's not integrated. That's what I'm getting with this. And if you see, you know, you are different, but also the same, because, yeah, because, and it's all the eyes, you know, that's why I was getting the crowd, because there are so many eyes looking back at the shaman, but the shaman noticed you because you have got it. It's again the wildness of the animal. And there's a lot of unspoken stuff that happened. But I'm also, that's a bit weird. So because of this card and this card, this is the brown star. Can you imagine what that is? A brown star. It's like, okay, you got all your balls together. All the courage. You went to the shaman, right? And there was something. You know, the closer you got to him, the calmer you got. And I think that's significant, because it just means that when you get calmer, when you get close to someone, it also means that, you know, that if you get closer to home, you also get more calm, you know. Could have been a busy day, busy street, but when you open the door to home and you close it behind you, it's more calm. And that's what I'm getting. That's what I think that surprised you, because you were, you know, because you were looking forward to see the shaman for so long. You thought you'd be nervous, but no, it was more the opposite. It was just like calm and beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful for you especially. But well, he's a shaman, right? Just because of the moon, I'm seeing that he lives in uncertainty. He likes that. He embraces that. And I think you don't, because you purposely put on your feathers. You are more on the... But it unlocked something for you. Nonetheless, the brown star is on the table. And the reversed communication card. And even if it wasn't reversed, I'd still notice that there's something in between, right? And I think this, maybe you had a conversation, and I'm getting a first and a second encounter. That's weird. Okay, the first encounter was unspoken but soulful. And the second encounter was with more words, more earthy, and like more, not earthy, but more planning. And it showed you something about yourself too, because I think the main conversation was something like this. You came to the shaman to ask him how you can keep your feathers, all the time. And he said, yeah, just put them there. Just wear them. Just do it. And you were like, yeah, well, I'm not sure. There are obstacles. Not sure why I'm getting this with a cat. There are obstacles. Maybe the wind was blowing or something, you know, it's like, I just don't know how to do it. And then all the shaman had to say to you was, just do it. And I will have my eyes on you. But you're not sure about that because the first encounter, where there was just soulfulness, quietness, and no words, it felt a bit more like, yeah, that's going to happen. But after the second one, you feel like maybe you don't see an evidence of what he has said. And you're wondering, is it because you asked? Were you too needy? You know, it's causing a lot of self-doubt. Because in a way you look up to him. Because he's the shaman and you're an eagle. And I think you're a shaman too. It's just that he saw it, but he just gave you a little bit. He didn't give you... the only advice he had for you is help yourself, in a way, right? And that's the truth. Because the shaman also had to help himself. But when you look at the shaman, you know that the shaman also had help. And you're wondering, well, I thought you'd help me. And I think the shaman will. It's just that, the shaman only appears when when your feathers are there. When you've connected with your feathers, you know? Because I think there's something... I'm getting a third encounter. Wow. Okay. And the third encounter showed you something about how the universe works. So the first encounter was something like a chance encounter, right? It's this... you standing in a crowd and they see you. And then you try to force it, right? You try to force it. And that was what's... I think you also felt bad about and afterwards because of all the self-doubt that it triggered in you. But in a way it was also helpful because you got your advice, even though afterwards you might have realized, well, that's, I think, the third encounter. Well, I knew it all along, all by myself. I knew it, that this would be what has to happen. Because no one can really teach you how to be wild. And it would be extremely comforting, you know, to experience his presence next to you while you are doing all of this. But because you were, when you were close to him, you felt more calm and at home, right? But it won't teach you your own strength and also who is supporting you, who else, because he's an earthly creature like you, you know. I mean, he's living his wild side, but he only had discovered his own wild side because he had to do it himself too. And he might have had helpers as well, which you know, but those helpers, they are a bit more like you, still in need of finding the wildness. And you know, a shaman is someone where people go to heal, right? And a shaman beats the drums to attract those people, but a shaman cannot help you because you are a shaman yourself. That's why it appears on the surface that you are not supported that much. But that's your lesson in all of this. Even though there's no further communication, the third encounter was again a chance encounter, something that you didn't expect. You almost, you know, you just saw them passing by, and then you noticed something about your universe, that the universe will bring you what's right for you at the right time, and when the time is right, they will see you again. And that's what's going to happen. And I think that's the third encounter that made you realize this. And you can trust, right? And you can also trust that when you are going on your wild tour to yourself, right? When you are putting the feathers back into your fur, because we are born wild, right? But the feathers get removed and we stuck them up there sometimes when we remember who we are. But when you put them back, you will transform into a wild wolf, I guess. Right? Because for me, humanity, humans especially, they are so disconnected. We are so disconnected from nature. You know, we even have different words for us and nature, us and animals. But the reality is we are also animals. And when you discover who you are on your own journey, which you have to do yourself, it will give you so much more. And I think the only thing you really need right now is to know that the universe will bring you together again. And when the shaman, you know, I think the shaman noticed your layers, but when you're removing all the layers and you are becoming your true self, when they encounter you again, they will be in shock a bit, in a good way, but also in a sad way, because they will remember who you are, who you were. And if they, you know, if it was just for example, someone you met, you know, briefly, and they noticed that they didn't contact you even though you gave them your details. When they notice you're on your journey, and, you know, after a while, they will beat themselves up because they should have known. Because they are the shaman, right? And they knew, they just couldn't explain it consciously, right? Yeah, so I hope that helps. That's all I have, in a way. Yeah, that's all I have. I cannot say more. I don't even want to pull more. Oh, wow, okay. The bottom of the deck is, that's your transformation that they trigger. And I don't think that you beat, I think you might be sad, because one might think that this is a brown star behavior. But no, I think because you saw them noticing you, you will just get your arrows out and you will become more. It unlocked your bravery. Yeah, and that's good, right? Yeah, so yeah, still a journey ahead, though. I know that's something no one wants to hear, because we all want to arrive somewhere, but the journey is more fun now. Trust me. You know, because hey, a wild journey, it's fun. So yeah. And also you can look forward to the point where they see you again. It's okay, right? Because you know, after the third noticing, you know, that there's some pull from the universe. The universe will throw you together like those dices in the packaging. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see who this reading is for. Leo. Oh, okay. Yeah, Leo, additional info is in the letter box below, and see you next time. Bye bye.